See, what actually bothered me was that there is a requirement for a teaching degree and a teaching training degree whenever a teacher gets out and she wants to teach in a classroom. And this kind of a degree is available for a B.Ed course. But when it comes to the higher education, no teacher is expected to have any kind of training to become a teacher. So in a higher education classroom, very often I find that teachers come with the pedagogic background and they start teaching in the classroom as though they teach in a school classroom. So which I have a very strong opinion about, because I feel that pedagogy is best left to the school classrooms or children classrooms. But whereas when it comes to a higher education classroom, the method of teaching, the manner of teaching, and the materials for teaching and the materials for assessment, all of that need to be adult oriented. And that is what this course was all about. Alright, wherein the students get a first-hand experience of an adult classroom, wherein the teacher is not the sage on the stage who is a know-it-all, but a teacher becomes a co-traveler throughout the course. And the teacher is not somebody who is the authority in the classroom. And the only thing that she probably brings into the classroom is her experience due to her biological age and the experience that she has had, because she was born a couple of years earlier than the students. But I strongly believe that these students who come into the classroom are fully rounded individuals with their own background, with their own thought systems, with their own identities. And the whole course was an exploration where we brought in our own experiences, where we brought in our own cultures, where we brought in our own understandings and our own worldviews and everything, and put together, and then we created a crucible of the classroom. The classroom became a crucible, and in this crucible, a lot of different experiences, about 50, initially I think there were about 60 registrants or more, and the number of students who took the examinations stayed at 48 right now, which I'm very happy with myself and with my students. And a lot of new experiments were done with the classroom, wherein there was something called as a collaborative scoring, which is a new concept in terms of assessment. Because always what happens is in the formative tests or the minors, the assessment is one-sided, where the teacher decides to assign a particular score to the students. Without allowing the students to work on it, or even without letting them know what caused their course, what caused their grade or the assignment of a score for them. So,
how did you get the idea of introducing Anthrogogicity course in our university, and how did you structure the course, and what are kind of assessments we have, and how you are going to evaluate them?
Right. So, I've always found that in many of the classrooms in higher education across India, I've spoken to a lot of teachers, I find that there's a lot of pedagogicity where the teaching and the assessment is one-sided. It is directed, it moves only in one direction, starts from the teacher and ends with the student. And it is not a circular motion that should be the truth in the assessment cycle or even in the teaching cycle. Because very often teachers like myself, we do not ask the students as to, are you okay with this content? Are you okay with this assignment? Because academics for many people has just become something that's a boring exercise, bereft of any kind of creativity, bereft of engaging the strengths that are present in this adult human being, which is the student in the classroom. So my course brought in a sea change, is what I would say, because I myself get bored in the classroom, because I cannot repeat content after content, book after book, article after article. Because in order to keep myself engaged, this is how it first started off. But then when I started respecting each and every individual in the classroom as they should be, as a well-rounded adult, I thought that it is necessary that we pull in the strengths of each one of them and allow them a creative expression. Because the highest level of thinking skill, according to the cognitive domain of Benjamin Bloom, is creativity. And education must allow and foster for creativity, because in the AI driven world, content generation or content creation is no more, available to us as, as a profession, because it's more of creative content. So that is what I aimed at doing in this course, where I gave opportunity to all my students to be as creative as they were. Many of them were very surprised. They said, "Ma'am, really? Should I bring in my creativity? Do you think I can write a song? Do you think I can write a poem?" I mean, when I looked at those faces, I felt that we were doing damage to each one of those students, because those sad faces, I just wanted to put in a little more of smiles and laughter into those faces, because courses are not supposed to sadden the students. They are here, these are the best experiences that they're going to carry forward in their adult lives and later adult lives as well. And so I did my little bit to put back smiles onto the faces of my students through my course.
So how does the class atmosphere looks like?
Yes, I did find a little bit of difficulty here and there, and I had to, show a little bit of authority here and there, but largely speaking, I am so pleased today on the final day of the course that I'm able to, without harming and without damaging the psyche of the students, I'm able to put across what adulting is all about and what expectations out of the adult is all about. So at times I may have sounded a little harsh, and many times I may have sounded as very approachable or lackadaisical. Oh, it's very easy to, but I had to defend myself at some point in time. But largely speaking, it was a great and wonderful experiences that I've had during my classroom, because early in the morning, 9 o'clock, I came to classes that were full in attendance. So this speaks volume of the kind of commitment that my students also gave me. So it was mutual respect and mutual love for teaching and mutual academic, atmosphere that we were able to create without compromising on the professionalism of it.
And also many of the students who are going to graduate from this semester, so what kind of suggestions you can give?
Okay, for many of the students who are going to graduate from here, they're going to finish their MA courses, or maybe there was also a PhD student over there who's going to continue with their profession. I would have only one advice for them. Please do not let go of your human self and what comes out from your heart, your agency in your own life and in everything that you do in life. Because it's very easy to outsource things to AI, outsource things to Google, outsource things to various other tools. But we need to very clearly understand that this kind of an outsourcing is not going to help you in the long run. Being yourself, being true to yourself, and expressing from your own experiences in life, those humane experiences, you be happy with yourself and you try your level best to keep everybody else happy. Because what is human life after all? It's a very short period. So with this very short period, if you let go of your happiness in pursuit of something else, then what kind of a life is that? So if you're studying, bring happiness into your studies. If you're working, bring happiness. So you be happy. Only a happy person can make everybody else happy around them. So do that first, because you owe it to yourself. You owe to be, and you deserve to be happy, and you deserve to keep everybody else happy.
And your final words about the course, the students, you being a teacher and teaching, please talk about that.
Okay, what I would say as my final words is that I thoroughly enjoyed myself. It didn't feel like teaching at all. I was just with a group of youngsters. I'm an old woman, but with a group of youngsters, I felt young. I forgot that I had health issues. I forgot that I hadn't had breakfast many of the morning days. I was looking forward, I was waking up for each and every class because I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I thank all my students who made this possible. So I ended up being happy. That is what is most important. So exams will come and go, books will come and go, articles will come and go, but then these memories that I've created will stay with me for a very, very long time. Maybe till the last day of my life on earth. So thank you so much for making this a memorable experience for all of me, for each and every class that you took. And I would do it all over again. I would do it all over again. Maybe differently, slightly differently, because I've learnt a lot of things during the teaching of this course. There might be some differences, but I thoroughly enjoyed myself and I'm happy that I did the course. So thank you very much.